You got your toothbrush?
Check.
Do you have your deodorant?
Check.
Do you have your cozy clothes?
Got that.
What?
Do they know I'm black?
Should they?
You might wanna,
Mom and Dad, my black boyfriend will be coming up this weekend. I just don't want you to be shocked that he's a black man.
I ain't never seen you like this before, bruh. Meeting families, taking road trips. Don't come back all bougie, man. Come back, got your damn pants up to your damn stomach.
So you guys coming up from the city?
Yeah, we're just heading up for the weekend.
Can I see your license, please?
He wasn't driving.
I didn't ask who was driving. I asked to see his ID.
Call me Dean and you hug me, my man.
So how long has this been going on, this thing? We hired Georgina and Walter to help care for my parents. When they died, I couldn't bear to let them go.
Do you smoke in front of my daughter?
I'm gonna quit.
She'd take care of that for you.
How?
Hypnosis.
I'm good, actually.
You ready for this?
I'm back in the beat.
So look, I go do my research. Apparently, a whole bunch of
El
brothers
terror
been missing
siempre ha
this
sido un
summer.
espejo de nuestros miedos, pero pocos directores han logrado reinventarlo como lo ha hecho Jordan Peele. Lo que comenzó como la carrera de un reconocido comediante terminó convirtiéndose en una de las voces más originales del cine contemporáneo. Con apenas 3 películas como director, ha demostrado que el horror también puede hacernos pensar, cuestionar nuestra sociedad y mantenernos al borde del asiento. Hoy, en De Película, repasamos la filmografía de un cineasta que cambió las reglas del género.
Wait.
Sit.
En 2017 llegó la película que nadie esperaba y que terminaría sorprendiendo a la crítica y al público de todo el mundo. Get Out narra la historia de Chris, un joven fotógrafo que acompaña a su novia a conocer a su familia. Lo que parece un tranquilo fin de semana pronto se transforma en una aterradora pesadilla psicológica. Con un presupuesto cercano a los $4,5 millones, la película superó los 255 millones en taquilla mundial. Un éxito extraordinario para una producción independiente. Jordan Peele escribió el guión en pocas semanas. Su intención era utilizar el terror para hablar del racismo cotidiano, los prejuicios invisibles y la apropiación cultural. La actuación de Daniel Kaluuya fue ampliamente elogiada, mientras que el propio Peele obtuvo el premio Oscar al mejor guión original, convirtiéndose en el primer guionista afroamericano en recibir ese reconocimiento. Un detalle poco conocido es que el final original era mucho más pesimista. Sin embargo, el director decidió modificarlo para ofrecer un mensaje de esperanza.
And the smaller and more real it is, the more of a chance it.
I would describe this movie as a classic horror film in the vein of The Stepford Wives or Rosemary's Baby.
It gives you all the thrills and the scares of a great scary movie, but there's more to it than that.
It's a horror movie where everybody should be screaming, "Get out! Get out of the house! Get out!
Yo, shoot me.
Get out!"
Do you smoke in front of my daughter?
I'm gonna quit, I promise.
Chris, look at me. Now, sink into the floor.
Wait.
Sink.
This idea came from my wanting to contribute something to the genre of thriller and horror that was sort of unique to my voice.
Yo, and it's the black people out here too. It's like all of them miss the movement.
Because they probably hypnotized.
Jordan pitched me the idea for this movie, and I had never heard anything like it, so immediately just said, we absolutely have to make this movie.
I was drawn to the script because the story was so unusual, and Get Out was definitely a movie I had certainly never seen before.
The fact that it deals with race just goes to the area I've worked in with regards to comedy. And this was a movie that reflects real fears of mine and issues that I've dealt with before.
Good to see another brother around here. Yes, of course it is.
I've always loved horror. I think horror and comedy are very similar. In one, you're trying to get a laugh, and the other, you're trying to get a scare.
The way you construct a joke and a scare in a movie is very similar. The timing has to be exactly right. I put faith in Jordan to direct this movie because he really talked about his love of horror, and there's a connection between horror and comedy. So really, the combination of that and the way Jordan talked about the movie gave me the confidence to roll the dice on this.
All right, cut. The way we're gonna do it is we're gonna start on Dean as he's going and start drifting back. And we're gonna think it's like bingo or something, and then the picture comes in.
I would never know this was his first time directing, and this is my first time doing a movie, so I feel like we're kind of in it together.
Everybody, really good work, really good work.
He's able to interpret his direction in a way that I think only another comedian/actor can. And so that's actually really great.
That's the right energy. Just give it to me just like that one more time. Even more dialed into Chris.
I'm such a huge fan of his that I didn't have to be in his movie. I would have done yard work for him.
Working with Jordan is collaboration at its best. He gave me a note yesterday that was like, you got the secret that you really want to tell, but you can't. And I think that it just lit up my 5-year-old self of like, secrets. Well, I should get back to work and mind my own business.
The trick with this movie was to make sure that nothing so crazy happened so fast that we wouldn't believe the characters would even stay in this situation.
It's more about suspense, you know, and that's why the script's so good. It's more about anticipation. 4/5 of the film is anticipation.
I wanted to make sure that the hero in my horror movie never does anything that we wouldn't do, because I hate that in a movie, especially in a thriller, when you want somebody to just pick up the phone, call the damn cops. Would you get out the house?
We gotta go right now. It's okay.
So I allowed Chris to be actual smart, logical human being because it's more satisfying.
All I know is sometimes, if there's too many white people, I get nervous, you know?
Chris, I want to introduce you to some friends.
The garden party is a scene that is a great representation of what the movie is. And everybody that speaks with Rose and Chris is bringing up their connection to the African-American culture.
Gordon was a professional golfer for years.
Oh, you kidding?
Well, I can't quite swing the hips like I used to, though. But I do know Tiger.
So really what you have is people being very friendly, but, and this happens in real life a lot, you know, Chris is kind of denied an experience where he's anything but sort of like the token black guy at the party.
So is he.
Being black in a non-black setting, it gets like that sometimes, you know. And people are wanting to talk about being black because that's apparently the most fascinating thing in the world.
Not bad. Hey, Nielsen?
That's part of the revelation that Jordan brings to it. You know, everybody's insecurity about their race and insecurities about the prejudices they may hold. So when you have older white people trying to connect to a younger black man, the insecurities come out in weird ways.
To take the dunk out of the bag.
That's a classic right there.
What does I Got 5 on it mean? It's about drugs.
It's not about drugs, it's a dope song. Don't do drugs.
Get in rhythm.
There you go. There you go. Can't believe how big they've got.
Did you hear Gabe got a boat?
He's kidding, right?
He's not kidding.
Hey, I think it's vodka o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
Where's Jason?
Jason?
Jason! Where were you?
I didn't know if you were lost. Stick with me, and I'll keep you safe.
I got
There's a family in our driveway.
It's probably the neighbors. But y'all scared of a family? Can I help you?
Zora, put your shoes on.
If you want to get crazy, we can get crazy. What are you people?
It's us.
They look exactly like us. They think like us. They know where we are. We need to move and keep moving. They won't stop until they kill us. Or we kill them.
2 años después llegó Us. En apariencia es la historia de una familia que enfrenta a unos misteriosos dobles idénticos. Pero bajo esa premisa se esconde una profunda reflexión sobre las diferencias sociales, las oportunidades y la identidad. La protagonista, Lupita Nyong'o, realizó 2 interpretaciones completamente distintas, una de ellas utilizando una inquietante voz inspirada en un trastorno neurológico real. Los conejos que aparecen durante toda la película no fueron elegidos al azar. Jordan Peele ha explicado que siempre los encontró perturbadores por su aspecto, aparentemente inocente, y su comportamiento impredecible. La película volvió a ser un enorme éxito comercial, recaudando más de $250 millones.
What are you doing? It's a magic trick. All right, so right now we're filming the scary scene.
Ready, and action. The idea for this movie came from a deep-seated fear in doppelgangers. I love the doppelganger mythologies and different movies that have dealt with them. And I just desperately wanted to make my offering to that pantheon of evil double films.
They think like us. They know where we are. They won't stop until they kill us, or we kill them.
Throughout mythology, doppelgangers often represent bad omens or a foreshadowing of one's death. So I just wanted to sort of pinpoint and work off of that just extremely primal fear.
What are you people? We're Americans.
One of the central themes in Us is that we can do a good job collectively of ignoring the ramifications of privilege.
They created the tethered so they could use them to control the ones above. Like puppets.
I think it's the idea that what we feel like we deserve comes, you know, at the expense of someone else's freedom or joy. You know, the biggest disservice we can do as a faction with a collective privilege, like the United States, is to presume that we deserve it and that it isn't luck that has us born where we're born. For us to have our privilege, someone suffers. That's where the tethered connection, I think, resonates the most, is that those who suffer and those who prosper are 2 sides of the same coin. We can never forget that. We have to fight for the less fortunate.
Lost down here, trapped in our loops, too consumed by our obsessions, routines to even see the terror.
This summer, 6 million people will tether themselves together to fight hunger in the United States. Visit your local record shop to find out how you can be a part of Hands Across America.
When I thought to put the Hands Across America in this film is an example of this American duality. That here you have this event. On the one hand, it's a beautiful thing, right? We're all gonna get together, we're gonna hold hands, and somehow that's gonna cure hunger. The illusion that we're contributing to something that actually is making change, as opposed to something that kind of makes us feel better and absolves us of our responsibility to enact actual change.
We made it! Because y'all sleep too much.
I always thought of the family in terms of certain archetypal foursome. You know, Adelaide is the leader, the captain. Zora is the warrior. She acts before she thinks, and she kicks ass. Gabe is the fool. Even though on the surface he looks like he might be the leader or the warrior. And Jason is the wizard. He's the magician.
What are you doing? It's a magic trick. I left it here last year. Okay, let's see it.
You know, I have this kind of concept of Jason that he can sort of see through the veil. You can see these moments where he's observing his mother, and he's meant to be a little step ahead of us, the most clever of us, that is sort of figuring out something's more to Adelaide's story than we see. You're walking into this unknown place. It's kind of like, yeah, and it's kind of cool, too. There are several stories involving a woman or a young girl going to this other land that inspired some of the imagery in this movie. So Alice in Wonderland, even The Wizard of Oz, and the Nutcracker stands out.
Would you ever wish you kept dancing?
Sometimes, yeah.
The pas de deux, it's a dance that's supposed to be done by two people. It's a duet. Adelaide, in her recital, she decided that she was going to do a version of it with just the one of her. The implication, of course, is that they are actually doing a duet, one above and one below. The animals in my stories represent this battle between science and religion for me. You know, I tend to like to explore the gray area where religion and magic and the unexplainable meet science. Between the two, you have an abomination, a metaphor for humanity. One of the motifs of this movie is the rabbits. They symbolize a lot of different things. The main connection to me was Easter. This story is a dark Easter of sorts. Red is the Messiah who is, you know, rising from the hole that she was left for dead. The deers I used in Get Out and the rabbits I used here, you know, woodland animals where there's something wild and unbridled behind their eyes, but there's also a distinct lack of what makes a human.
We're human too, you know. Eyes, teeth, hands, blood. Exactly like you.
Part of what makes a human being is that we value our family more than the one across the street. We can't be beings of good exclusively when in our DNA we have this idea of tribalism. That's at odds with any attempt to, you know, paint ourselves as inherently good beings. We're animals. We were built a certain way by evolution. These things are in our DNA for survival. And right there, the notion of good and evil versus the notion of what we are for survival, well, that's right where this idea of science and religion meet. And the human monster is the abomination in the middle.
Holy shit, it's real. Okay, tell me when you see it.
There. That cloud doesn't move.
There's something out here. What did you see?
That's big. And it's too quiet to be a plane.
En el 2022 llegó su tercera película, Nope. Jordan Peele sorprendió nuevamente con una propuesta diferente. Nope mezcla ciencia ficción, western y terror para contar la historia de dos hermanos que intentan registrar en video un misterioso fenómeno que aparece sobre su rancho. Uno de los aspectos más llamativos de su rodaje utilizando cámaras IMAX, una tecnología reservada normalmente para grandes superproducciones, pero quizás el mayor giro está en la naturaleza de la criatura, que rompe completamente con la imagen clásica de los platillos voladores. Más que una película sobre extraterrestres, Nope reflexiona sobre nuestra obsesión por convertir cualquier tragedia en espectáculo y por conseguir la imagen perfecta. El sello de Jordan Peele, aunque cada una de sus películas cuenta una historia diferente, todas comparten elementos muy claros: personajes complejos, crítica social, humor cuidadosamente dosificado, una puesta en escena elegante y sobre todo una constante invitación a interpretar los pequeños detalles escondidos en cada plano.
It's not a ship.
Everything's bigger. Jordan's really grown as a filmmaker. It's just a different style of filmmaking that he's doing.
Jordan has a very specific vision, but he also is a really amazing collaborator. He always creates a space for all of us.
I tried to write a script I didn't know how to pull off, and then assemble a team to help me pull it off. Every single department is firing off these huge, big swings.
He's not trying to rush it, trying to get the moments. There's a value on what you're shooting. I mean, like the whole crew engaged with it differently.
It takes a village to make a film here on Nope. We're all important individually and in combination. That sense of respect and integrity for all of us is hugely important.
All right, pictures up. The scale is so huge. We're working with 65 mil and IMAX, which is pretty rare.
My films are always personal. I think it stands apart from my other films in that it's a bigger adventure than I've ever tried to tell.
And cut. Cutting, thank you.
I'm here on my day off because it's a privilege to be on a set like this. Everyone is just titans when it comes to their jobs.
There's not that many African-American directors out there with an opportunity to do things at a high level.
The way he films, the thought behind it, he hires you for a reason because he trusts you.
For me, it's a very surreal experience to be working with Jordan Peele, just to be able to see the mind working.
The growth going from us to this film, Jordan pushing not in vain, but why not? And then when you add someone like Huye to the equation, there's nothing like it.
I could straight away feel that Jordan challenged himself a lot. He showed from the outset that he was not afraid. So it always meant that I had to challenge myself to come up with more interesting ways to tell a story.
Every day of this shoot, we were making something new and special, and something that is a testament to why I love movies. And I'll be talking about these days we made this movie forever. You know, this whole film is all about as ambitious a cinematic event as I've kind of planned so far in my career. And I tried to write a script that I didn't know how to pull it off, and then assemble a team to help me pull it off. It's just, this is one of these days and these weeks where it feels really good to be a director.
What's a bad miracle? They got a word for that?
Films are always personal. Nope stands apart from my other films in that it's a bigger adventure than I've ever tried to tell. From a filmmaking perspective, by far my most ambitious.
Action! Holy
What's a bad miracle? They got a word for that.
I purposely wrote something without any regard to how possible it was.
All right, pictures up.
Here we go.
Thankfully, the great Huye van Hoytema, one of the best cinematographers and the mastermind behind some of my favorite films and favorite imagery, responded to the script and the challenges.
It was a very exhilarating ride. Always creative, fun, never scared, and always pushing. In the scope of what we could do, this is made for a big screen. We shot on IMAX cameras, and we were not shy of doing very extreme or crazy things with those cameras.
When you're shooting on IMAX, you just know you're doing something cinematically special. The image is so overwhelming, it feels like you're there. I wanted immersion. An awe and a fear and a wonder we all had when we were kids.
Yeah, nah. Run!
Más allá de la dirección, Jordan Peele también ha impulsado importantes proyectos como productor. Participó en Black Sam, escribió y produjo la nueva versión de Candyman, produjo Monkey Man y continúa apoyando historias originales desde su compañía Monkey Pound Production. Su objetivo ha sido abrir espacio para nuevas voces y demostrar que el cine de género puede combinar entretenimiento con ideas profundas. Jordan Peele ha demostrado que el verdadero terror no siempre proviene de monstruos o fantasmas. A veces nace de nuestros propios prejuicios, de nuestras obsesiones y de aquello que preferimos no mirar. Con solo 3 largometrajes como director, ya ocupa un lugar entre los cineastas más influyentes del siglo XXI y cada nuevo proyecto suyo se convierte automáticamente en uno de los estrenos más esperados por los amantes del cine. Porque cuando aparece el nombre de Jordan Peele en la pantalla, el público sabe que no solo verá una película de terror, también vivirá una experiencia llena de simbolismos, preguntas y escenas que permanecerán en la memoria mucho después de que aparezcan los créditos finales. Yo soy Hugo Mazuela y este fue De Película. Nos encontramos en un próximo episodio para seguir descubriendo las historias que hacen grande al séptimo arte.
How possible it was.